Dana, it's so good to see you. Quickly, I have to tell you the greatest story in the world.
Oh, great.
If you have time, don't fast
I'm
forward.
excited already. You can see I'm just stretching.
Okay, it all started. Before I get to the best unreal story you've ever heard.
You never exaggerate or,
Never.
kind of.
This is a new thing where we start by exaggerating.
Okay.
So I was on the road. And on the road, we know, Spade, you were on the goddamn road. But I leave my hotel. I'm with Tommy Farley. He's Chris's nephew who's with me helping out. Anyway.
Oh, I remember Tommy.
Yeah, he's an actor here in town.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to the gig. I forget something. It's the second night, when you go hotel to hotel. So I'm in Jacksonville. And if someone hears this, they'll laugh. So I go back. I got to run back to my room. So I run up and I leave my door cracked sometimes when I run around the hotel because I forget my keys sometimes. So
yeah.
I get back and I'm like, oh my God, I cracked my door again, but I was leaving for the night. So I go, that's so stupid. So I go in and I'm looking around going, where's my bag? And the bed's messy. And of course I realized this is not my room. I'm not in my room.
Ooh.
I'm in someone's room.
I've had
that has a messy bed, same room as mine. I'm like, it's just such a weird feeling. I go, oh my God, what am I doing? There's a wall right here. Oh shit, this isn't my room. And then I don't know if someone's in the bathroom. If they walk out, I'm terrified. So then I just sprinted out without anything happening. But then I obviously shut the door and ran. And either I locked them out or they were in the bathroom.
Right.
How weird though if they would have walked out and saw someone in there.
A lot of hotel stuff's like that. I've walked in the wrong room and done the wrong. But
I have to say that was the best story of the year.
Well,
maybe I hyped it too much because nothing happened.
Stream it too long. Spade walks into wrong room and then walks out of wrong room. 5 stars.
5 stars. Clip it, send it out. What about this? Here's another really riveting part of it.
Okay, that one, you're not going to top that.
No, I get back on the elevator and I realize I hit 11 because I was in 11 the night before. And just by rote, I went, dude, you just hit 11.
Oh, so you figured it out. Yeah. I was in 2 hotels.
Oh, yeah. What did you do on the break?
No. A woman who's my wife's sister named Neve was getting married.
Okay. And
she would laugh at this. It was her 3rd marriage. She's adorable. So I was going to fly out. So Paula this is more informational than Laughs a Minute because Paula's going to fly with her mom, who's 93 or 4. And I went in reconnoitered. I went in the day early. So that flight was kind of interesting because I don't like to get to the airport at the end. You like to be like OJ and the Hertz rent-a-car things, like hurdling things. So that you like to sprint. There was some really out of shape people in my 2 flights. Getting by. Really should not be trying to run, actually running. Well north of 60, kind of overweight, but sprinting like a slow motion.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got to the airport and it was delayed 3 hours. So that was
and you're rotting at LAX?
No, I was in a small metro airport.
Oh, we're not saying what. Okay.
And I walked up and down and up and down. And if I have the baseball cap on and I change my lower jaw, they either think I'm Mickey Rourke or something. But
yeah, everyone's so busy at the airport. Sometimes they don't even pay attention.
So you probably take this plane. I've been flying Boeings recently, I think, because when you go on an Airbus, it takes off and it sounds like the engine is literally an oversized lawnmower and it's really working hard because you're going down. It's a giant, it's 200 people, takes off. You've heard the sound. You know that sound?
There's a weird it's really, and you're like, is this normal?
Yeah. Is this, and then it always in 1 minute, I know it, but it downshifts. The first time you hear it, it's like, you're just taking right off the car mat. And then it goes,
right.
Like it gave up, and the plane kind of drops a little bit. Yeah. Scary.
You feel you feel like maybe the guy dropped the tranny or something.
Yeah. So I got there a day early. There's a hotel attached to the Denver airport. You just go right through the terminal into the hotel.
Oh, I like that actually.
Which is pretty cool. So the whole day I get there, I got to pick up the rent-a-car, learn how to drive around the largest airport in the world, literally, pretty much.
You're driving?
Well, I'm getting a rent-a-car so I can pick up my wife and mother-in-law at the curb the next day. And I'm sure you've dealt with this, all the directions. How do you get to the rent-a-car? Well, it's so vague. You go out.
Biggest airport, Denver. It's such a clusterfuck.
You go out. So I still was never totally sure I was going to make it, but I did a test run. The next day they come in and they're at the curb.
Oh, you did a test run?
I did a test run, but I still at the last second, am I east, west, south? They said, well, go to the cell phone place. So there's a place 10 miles away. And everyone's in there looking at their cell phones because you can't wait at the gate. So they're all just in there. And then all of a sudden they start moving. I'm like, holy shit, I got to go. So then I followed them and we made it. And then we checked into a Best Western.
Dana James Carvey.
Well, let me put it this way. If anything says best, you expect some kind of best.
That's the best hotel.
So my mother-in-law, Anne, by the way, her whole house flooded. There's carpenters everywhere. Kitchen floor has to be replaced. So she's coming from a random flood that flooded the downstairs. Blah, blah, blah. So I go get them and we go to the Best Western. Mm-hmm. Now, I go into my room. You could say paper thin, whatever you do. But there was a guy next to me when I tried to go to sleep that apparently was throwing up from drinking too much alcohol.
Sure.
So it was 10 minutes of, I felt like he was in the room with me. So I'm trying never land. But I realized my pillow was like, I don't know if you ever get a rubber pillow, like Herman Munster could sleep on it, but not a regular human. Like it doesn't go down at all. You have a sensitive neck, right?
Yeah.
So it's like 10 o'clock, but Target is open. So Paul and I go over to get me a $2 pillow to see if that'll work for me. Mm-hmm. And so the next morning I get up, but my mother-in-law, Anne, her room is flooded and has a sewage component. They don't
she
know where
came from the flood into a flood.
Came from the flood into another flood. So we're like, we called an audible. We didn't try to switch rooms. And then Paula said, we got to go. We got to get out of here. Even though all the wedding party, like 40 people are at the hotel. So we went over to the Hilton. We go, this is awesome. Big atrium.
Juicy.
The guy's checking. Okay, let me see. I think I have we have 100. This is quoting. We have 125 people checking in 2 hours. So they got one room. We're not going to share it. Then we went to a place called the Armstrong, and that was cool. So
it's obviously not a huge metropolis you're in. It's not Denver exactly. So you have to kind of get a smaller hotel.
I was Elvis in Fort Collins. I have never been recognized. I don't want to be starstruck, but party on. I'm not normally like that. I've seen you put in no one goes to Fort Collins. So I'm Elvis for the entire weekend. I can't hide. Hey man, I'm a little starstruck. I don't really know what to say to you. But anyway, we had a wedding of 4 days.
Ooh,
we had dinners, we had breakfast, we had you want to go to the makeup? Pick the flowers thing? No, I think I'll tap out on that.
Oh, you got an itinerary. You can pick things.
Yeah, you could kind of go. Paula was going. So anyway, the wedding happened out in the middle of nowhere. You drive like roads, then dirt roads to an abandoned lake with a rec room. And
where they filmed Chainsaw Massacre.
And we're out there pre-wedding. Guess what? Leak. Toilet backed up, sewage problems, water flooding in the little rec room area where the big table is.
What's happening?
We got a guy comes and is snaking the thing while the wedding's going on. The wedding, the guy's playing an oboe or something like these. It was like Ken Burns kind of stuff. Really. And the weather got incredibly dramatic. So the vows were mature vows. These people have lived, and they're very emotional. But the cool part was, the groom, Jeffrey, wrote a poem about Neve. It was very beautiful. And then with his friend, he made a song out of it with AI. So
Fucking AI worked its way in.
Beautiful singer. A lot of people. Who was singing that song? A lot of seniors there.
Hey,
that was AI. Whoa, what do you mean AI?
Dag nabbit?
That sounds just like a real song.
Like a witch?
So then the bathroom was out, so you had to do a hike up. You had to go to this. It's a Deliverance vibe. There's this house up the block that'll let us use her bathroom, and a woman on a swing. What are you doing here? You know, there's a guitar laying down on the carpet, toys everywhere, a junk dog. Everything is. So anyway, it was great. And on the way back, my mother-in-law needed a wheelchair through the airport. Never went through an airport like that because we were with her. We just went. We were kings.
You cut through like butter. Did you get on a cart?
No, we just followed that wheelchair,
beep,
man.
Beep,
beep, beep.
Sometimes they pull a cart up and I say, no, thanks. I want to walk it. I need steps.
I don't know if anything. Well, I could go on more, but that's that's the general gist.
Is that the long and short of it?
That's the long and the short.
I like vows where they're like on the third marriage going, hey, let's just see what happens. Let's try it out.
Well, this was so emotional. It's kind of like they finally checked off all the boxes on the person they had. You know?
Good.
Like I want someone who's like this and like that. And so it was, I tear up easily.
Of course, I do too.
I was, because, you know, I've known Neve, I've known Paula's sister since she's 6 years old. And I was the funny boyfriend that came around, you know? And so we had this thing where I had a Volkswagen Bug and she would sit on my lap and drive the car. This is in the late 70s.
Shit.
And then if we saw a motorcycle guy with a helmet on, I'd say bubblehead 2:00. And then you'd press the button that sprayed the water on the actual windshield. It just pretend that you're actually somehow spraying the bubblehead. She never forgot that. Sitting on my lap driving bubblehead 2:00.
Did they ever have the courtesy during their vows to say, how about a round of applause for Dana Carvey, who is here?
Well, there was. Does anyone else want to speak? Right?
Oh, yeah, there you go. You got a time to do a set?
No, but then I thought, I want this to be their day. I don't want to get up and start, you know, yeah,
and everyone's like this. Woo!
But it was very emotional. It was sweet. And, you know, it is mature. I do think, you know, getting married in that age group, maybe you are a little more picky or just kind of know.
Well, you probably sync up more than when you were 24 or something because everyone changes so much in their life. And then by that point, it's fun to find someone a little later. You go, hey, I have someone to roll with. It's
great. And I really liked the groom. And then you can't help but you're there and you're a husband and then you're hearing compliments about him. You go, geez, do I qualify for that? You're always there for me. You protect me. You take care of me.
Paula's just darting her eyes going, oh boy.
Paula's she's already yawning.
She's like, oh, you can get all those things?
And you do this and you do that and do that. And I'm like, everyone was shocked that we've been married 42 years because there's like 14 divorces between the two families and they were all there, literally. And they're like, what? Did I hear that right?
No, everyone is shocked. But, you know, I've met Paula. And she's so cool that I could see it. I could see it.
Interesting.
I could see how you guys get along and you are both very mature and you have a good thing going, which is not what everyone has going.
Well, in the end of the day, I think someone said this recently. Who are you going to watch TV with?
Right.
Marry that person.
That's actually what it ultimately boils down
to is hanging out.
All right. I have some more superficial stuff to talk about. That was nice. So I do cry at that. I cry at commercials. I cry anywhere. I
tear up.
Oh, Heather, by the way, that we should do that Liam Neeson video. Do you have it in there anywhere? Or do only I have it?
I have it. Well, you have it. I have it too.
Just send it while I'm doing this. We'll get to it.
I'd like to see that because who's his new girlfriend from Baywatch?
Pamela.
I've had people say to me, that's not real, is it?
I don't know
like
if it
as
is.
If I'd know.
It's very believable. It's funny because I knew Pamela in the old days. I don't talk to her anymore and I can't find her. Her old number doesn't work. And I'm like, we should have her on and she's got a movie out.
I think we should have her on.
She's great. She's super upbeat, fun, but she's got a great voice. She'd be fun to have on, but we'll see. Heather's going to send that in. In the meantime, someone asked me this weekend 2 little trivia questions. One, they saw a Joe Dirt screening. They told Heather, you know when you screen a movie first?
Yeah, of course.
And, in the movie, Dana, I don't want to give it all away, but I'm looking for my parents. And
I've seen it 11 times. It's embarrassing to say that.
It's embarrassing you've seen it too much.
I actually think it's a sleeper. When the clips I've seen of it, and I go, yeah, there's just a fun. I see why it's lasted. There's such a gentle fun, and silly, and it's got some crunchy moments, word packages, and so like you said, in movies, I always remember the quirky throwaways, the weird little bits, and it has a measure of that.
And I am not sarcastic, and I'm actually a genuine person, which is
I know. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. What happened to the funny guy?
I know.
Just totally sincere.
I'm a nice guy that gets pushed around, and people start to feel for you. But the parents were played with by Gary Busey and Roseanne, and I didn't forget that, but I forgot the day they shot. Fred Wolf, the other writer, didn't come in, and I was like, I think he said he was sick, but I'm like, you cannot leave me alone. With Gary Busey going, I got a line change. I spoon-fed Eisenhower. He says like all these crazy things.
One of those guys. Huh?
He talks like Charles Manson or something. And,
Hitler was my cousin.
Yeah, he just goes, and he can talk in a run-on sentence for maybe 15 minutes. So he's pitching me ideas, and Roseanne, who I know better and well, wasn't really a problem. Just she's a comedian. So she goes, I might change this, fine. So we do it, but it's such herding cats because there's so much going on in that scene. Anyway, it's a very crux of the movie. And so we do it, and every take is different. And Gary's saying so many things. He was in Black Sheep, so I know him a little bit. And he's definitely funny. It was just hard to wrangle him to get my cues from my lines or Roseanne. So anyway, we showed it as screening, and I remember Sandler saying, movie's great. It got laughs all the way through. We have to change the parents because it is the one thing that didn't quite work. So we went and reshot, which is very normal for a movie. They weren't in the movie. We went and reshot it. That's why it's funny. Someone saw it with Roseanne. I go, how would you see it with her? I thought we cut it before we.
God, I thought you said they were in it. I wasn't misremembering. So who were the parents?
We had Fred Ward and this woman, both character actors that were good, but we decided not to steal focus with stars. Just have them regular parents, regular scene, because it's kind of emotional scene, because they don't really like me. Anyway, weird, huh? That Roseanne and Gary Busey were the parents.
I had a weird thing once. I was doing Master of Disguise. I was so happy to get Robert Loggia,
I love him,
because of Big and all that. Like he would
Roadhouse.
Yeah, he'd be the grandfather and stuff. And then, so at the read through afterwards, they said the accent's too shaky. He's supposed to do Italian accent.
Oh, what happened?
Then, it's too shaky. So it was kind of torturous but I think he got his full payment and he went to Italy. But
who dropped the hammer? You?
No.
At read through?
I think Jack
Giraputo?
But only well intended. I mean, everyone loved Robert. It was just sort of, maybe it's not quite, but the movie was so goofy. I think Barbara Streisand, who was really cool, she visited the set.
Ooh.
And James Brolin was playing.
Oh, he's in it.
He's in it too. And he's doing an Italian accent. I'm doing Italian. And Barbara said very gently and nicely, she goes, I don't understand why the accents are also different. I mean, shouldn't they sort of be kind of the same? And by the way, when I met her, I had full prosthetic. You couldn't even see me. It was just because of the timing of Robert Shaw from Jaws. Shark go in the water. So I'm casually talking to her as Dana, looking exactly like Robert Shaw from Jaws.
Shark go in the water.
Shark go in the water. Streisand come to the set. Loggia leave the set. So anyway, movies are like that. I'm obviously Gary Busey's brilliant. Roseanne Barr is hysterical. So there is some reason. Maybe they were.
Yeah, this happens a lot.
I don't
know if I've been replaced on stuff, but it can happen. It just, like you said, Italian accent's awful, but like all three are from obviously different parts of Italy. You should have explained to Barbara Streisand.
Well, there's so many things that are off on the movie that it was put together with scotch tape and hope. I mean, but I still like this scene. I know you haven't seen it, but I like stuff like this. But it doesn't even make sense. Like Pistachio's an Italian waiter, and he's got all this spaghetti in these plates. Yes, I bring a spaghetti. Here I go. And there's a table of 5, and then he falls out of frame. And then you see fake legs kick up behind to make it really seem like it, like 1, 2, 3, throw the legs up that look like his shoes. And then I'm on the table and you cut and everyone's like a cartoon. So the entire party that was just normal people, they're all covered in spaghetti, but they're not moving. They're like, it's like a cartoon. They're just sitting there stunned, covered head to toe in spaghetti. So I'm crawling across the table and I take a napkin and I'm trying to clean the guy's glasses. I clean. And then we have a shot from inside of it blurry. So
have you going like
yeah, so it could have been a great movie. It made $100 million with video. It doesn't matter. I didn't get the $100 million.
Those are funny scenes. I mean, every movie,
like silliness.
If you're doing it, there's going to be a couple funny scenes. There just has to be.
And also, I think I believe it's pretty trite right now, but a big, silly, funny comedy. I think that Liam Neeson. I haven't seen it yet, but it's Naked Gun. So that
stuff
feels
like that,
kind of good to me. If it's just
here's a video. Oh well, let's give. Okay. Well,
did someone spray paint?
I'm driving along. The setup is I go. There's Naked Gun. Someone should draw a dick. And someone literally walks up while I'm driving by and draws a dick on it.
So you had the thought, and then that guy did it?
Jody said it, yeah. But look, so this guy just happens to...
I was there to verify. That is exactly what happened.
Yeah, Heather says exactly what happened. We're driving by, and we're like, look at his legs. How funny. And Jody goes, someone should draw a dick. And this guy just casually walks up. I don't need the hair on the balls, but...
I think it looks
like a nose.
It looks like more of a bar chair or something. I'm not sure. I'm not going.
Barcalounger. And we caught this vandal in the act. Forgot to report him, but so anyway,
that's an actually cool.
It's funny
video.
that we caught that.
It was crazy.
It was fucking crazy, Dana.
It was fucking nuts. You manifested it.
Yes.
Yeah, manifesto. So you were mentioning Jack in Happy Gilmore. Jack is in Happy Gilmore, one of the announcers. You just mentioned he's a producer with Adam. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he's back in Happy Gilmore too. So I was watching it the other day, and here's some trivia. Because I just gave you some Joe Dirt trivia. When he did, Happy Madison is his company. And some people were confused, and they said, why is it called that? I said, because his first 2 movies were Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, and he combined them. Mm-hmm. You know that. Yep. Mm-hmm. People know that. But some people might not put that together.
No.
So that's one. Also one, oddly, he shot, we were both doing an SNL. We both got a deal to do a movie. Ours was Tommy Boy in that summer when the show was over. So during this production year on weeks off at SNL, we would work on, the Turners were working on Tommy Boy, Freddie Wolf, Chris and I would add stuff, whatever. Mm-hmm. But that's going. And then Adam and I think Herlihy are writing Billy Madison. But ours isn't called Tommy Boy. I've told you this. It was called Billy the Third, a Midwestern. That's what it said on the front of the script.
So there you go.
It's kind of funny. Yeah. So he was starting shooting first. So we're like, we can't both be Billy. Farley's movie in the name was, in the whole movie was Billy. So we got stuck because then we changed his name to Tommy in the movie, but we had no title. So the whole movie, we didn't have a title. And every title was dumb. There's Big Time, Rocky Road. I have actually mock-up of a poster that says Rocky Road. And same thing, us in a car, crazy. What are you going to call it? And then I think Brian Dennehy, his dad in the movie, Tommy Boy, come here, come in here. He just would ad-lib that. Mm-hmm. And then they told me later it's called Tommy Boy. And I was like, I didn't really love it. I was like, Tommy Boy.
It is one of those where you don't feel like you have to remember it. Somehow it
Yeah.
hits your brain. The Master of Disguise. He was the Master of Disguise.
That's a good title. Yeah, that makes sense. It sums up the whole movie. It's perfect.
He is, but the movie doesn't make literal sense. I think Tommy Boy makes sense because the sacred mantra to become another person. So he goes, yes, I will go to the Turtle Club, and then he starts going, become another person. That's the sacred mantra to become another person, but nothing really happens. So
right, and in Tommy Boy, his dad passes away. He wants to be like his dad. He let everyone down. He doesn't want to be a failure. Yeah, there's some themes. Even Happy Gilmore is a little more family oriented, a little deeper, a little more emotional than probably Happy Gilmore 1, Happy Gilmore 2. It's great. There's a ton of jokes. There's a lot going on. And of course, you've heard about the cameos. So it's just a lot of fun. Very fun. I was hitting him up in the first 10 minutes going, God, so many jokes already. And also so much money, like just coming off of scrimpy busboys of how much we spent on it and knowing kind of how much things cost. Like, when you watch a movie, you go, oh, he has an airplane in one scene, just a cutaway stunt where the stairs are there that you get on in the airplane when they work on the plane and the plane wing hits it, knocks him over and almost hits everyone. Yeah. Just that. Yeah. Just that.
300,000.
You got to set up, you got to get the airport, you got to get a plane. You could hurt the wing and then you got to pay for the wing. If it knocks it over, you probably do it twice because make sure the guy's doing something, has a timeout right away. Then this falls almost on him and stunting around fire trucks. Just that. It was a cutaway and a funny one. In like a montage, I'm like just going, oh my God. So great songs, of course. Expensive.
I just had something popping in my head.
Yeah.
You think Borat was the least expensive film that made the most money? Because it's like a camera kind of, it's out in the world with his character.
Possibly that. And what was the one, the scary one where they walked around with the handheld they found?
Oh yeah. Blair Witch.
Which I never saw.
Too you scary. Would hate it.
Too scary. Too shaky.
It was too shaky. I got a headache years ago. But
I don't like this kind.
But I do like the idea of a found camera. It just makes the movie so fucking cheap, and you just focus on funny stuff.
Look, here we're in a real movie. We found video of a cheaper movie, so let's play that video.
Yes, exactly.
It's funny. It's a good hook.
I don't know. Yeah. I think AI, we'll be able to make a movie very soon, just with our laptop. Look just like anything you want.
Someone said the other day, "Whoa, what would the Gap girls be doing now in this day and age?" I'm sure everyone's thinking that. I go, I'm sure it would be a little harder to write Gap girls go to Gaza or whatever. There's a lot of things you could do.
Well, what about a Gap Girls movie? I mean,
Gap girls try to stop 911. They go back in time to stop 9/11.
Yes,
it's a little heavier than a regular Gap girl.
They go back to Hitler's Nazi Germany in 1935.
Everyone wants to go back and kill Hitler. The funniest thing is, not funny, but a good trick we've talked about in movies is everyone's scared of being racist. You can't say any country is bad. Even in this movie I just saw, was Superman, they have made up names of countries.
Oh yeah, made up countries, but you kind of get the general gist, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so you go, okay, that's that. And they always fight superheroes because you can't get mad. You go, okay, they're bad people, I guess. But when you start naming countries that are bad, everyone goes, hey, woo.
Well, so that's, so you
go, Wonder Woman went back to Nazi Germany.
Yes.
Now there's the bad guy. And everyone goes, okay.
Well, Dunkirk, who I think it was the German Nazis versus the British, they were only referred to as the enemy.
Yeah.
Enemy planes, enemy this, enemy that.
Oh, really? Because that's what Maverick did to puss out. He really pussed out. He calls them the bad guys.
The bad guys, yeah. So I think that in Superman, the only time I kind of laughed to myself a little bit is when Lex Luthor kept pointing at Superman and going, "You're just an alien," in today's modern political world. Yeah, alien you. But he is an alien.
You'll never fit in. You're an alien, yeah.
But he is a literal from another planet. The way when I grew up, that's how I would think of the word aliens, like the movie Alien.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
you're
really
right.
about the border and the securing of the border.
When I picture aliens, I picture the little green man. I don't picture Superman.
Right.
But he technically is, I guess.
I liked
right.
it.
Oh, Superman, did you like it?
Yeah, because I go in with a gentle approach. Like, what they're trying to do is launch Superman. It's very tough. And I think they kind of did it.
I didn't mind Fantastic Four because Superman was just a story you already know. You already know 2/3 of it. You know the Daily Planet. You know there's Lois Lane. You know this and that. And then here, who's the guy playing him is new.
He's
and then
great.
What's the story? Got a little like The Flash when they went to different dimensions and stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely out there, but they made him emotional. I mean, I go back to the comic books when I was a little kid, and there was a black and white television show called Superman, but they made him emotional. I thought it was good. Hard to do.
Who was that? George Reeves?
James Gunn. Oh, George Reeves back in the day, yeah.
And Fantastic Four was probably better than I thought. Cut that out.
Either you have a frog in your throat or you didn't really like Fantastic Four. I really enjoyed Fantastic Four.
Yeah, when I lie, I do that. All right, let's get to some headlines, some hot headlines.
Okay, right off the press.
Oh, this is an airplane. Is that a real? This might be okay. If this was an airplane, would you fly it? Would you fly in a see-through airplane?
Oh, that's AI for sure. No, not right now.
No. Or someone or the toilet's transparent. You have to put one wall up in there.
Well, first of all, to have bright sun, you are closer to the sun technically, and it's coming right down on top of you. I don't mind big side windows.
Listen, already shooting some holes in this.
Yeah,
and I doubt they'd have a sunroof.
Big fat no, thank you.
Would it scare you?
If it sounded like those Airbuses. Sometimes it sounds like it's kind of crying.
Would you do a glass bottom boat?
Yep.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah, because they're beneath me. I'm safe in the boat. If it was plexiglass, if it's just actual glass, it could crack on a rock. No, thank you.
Have you seen in China, they have first of all, plexiglass over something scares your brain to walk on. You don't want to walk on it.
Yeah.
Because you'll fall.
If there's an alligator under there.
You think you're going to fall. So it's very hard to make your body walk on it. And then China, they have ones that pretend to crack.
Just
so
to
everyone
scare
freaks
the population?
out. Yeah.
Is it part of a theme park?
Unreal. And everyone goes, wah! I don't. I would kill
How do they go? What is that? And then they get on the plane. And then they get up. Oh, so good.
Good transition.
Sorry, that was a little earthquake. Japanese men in an earthquake. Just a little aperitif.
It does pretty good in the comments. Okay, what's next?
Well, I didn't do it properly. Maybe I'll do it later. Okay.
You can read us.
California leads the nation in both unemployment and homelessness.
We're number one.
Connect the dots.
I don't know. I like, is that fake? Is a tree on fire on top of everything else?
Sounds like the fire was added.
I think they're like sum up California AI in this picture. Fire, homeless, crime, burning, news van. What are those vans? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we still have great weather right now. I don't want it just to be great weather. And we need more in California. Get back to the old days. More going on.
Just basic stuff. We want our goods and services to function properly. We want, as much as possible, feel safe walking around.
Safe is a big one.
Going places. Ideally, back in the day, in the 50s, when they put in the highway system, I'm going to ask you a question. We can check with AI. How they put in like 4 lanes on both sides most of the time.
Yeah.
And then you have gridlock forever. How many lanes did they need? This is a good question, Heather. How many lanes should they have put in initially? Like 20 lanes on each side before they built all the buildings and everything around the freeway? Or at least 10 lanes on each side? Those fucking idiots.
Well, I mean, back then it wasn't as popular. You didn't know.
Well, they thought it was impossible.
Yeah. Who would come to
I'm
this time?
telling you, 4 lanes, both sides of automobiles. There's no way anyone's ever going to have to slow down. There just ain't enough dang cars in the world.
Right after I moved here, they said they were building a new lane on the 101 freeway in Hollywood. And I was like, it took them 5 years. And I'm like, what do they think is going to happen at the end? It's like making a pair of pants for a 2-year-old. And then they're 7 now because they go, do they think people are going, oh my God, I forgot about the new lane?
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. They got little toddler pants and then they have these adults. But if this is true, this breaks my heart because Walt Disney was a visionary.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted to put a monorail in the middle of all the freeways, above ground monorail, and potentially a monorail all the way to San Francisco. Because were you ever as happy if you're a kid at Disneyland? Welcome to the to the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Please exit on the right. You will enter the plastic punishment room where you will be settled up and the score will be even. In the Magic Kingdom, the plastic punish room always loves you best.
What?
Well, that robotic voice they use to take you on and off the monorail sounds slightly
put your
sinister.
wallet and keys down. They will be taken. This is a robbery.
Explosions will not be tolerated. Please, when the monorail stops, exit to the right and enter the place where people don't want to go. The place where people want to go is the Magic Kingdom's favorite kingdom. Exit right and then take a left to the plastic punishment room where all secrets remain secrets.
Last time I went to...
That's the best I can do right now.
Last time I went to Disneyland, I got on one of those trams that parked in the wrong spot. So they're like, it's over yonder. I go, they're like, see that little bubble? I'm like, that's where I'm going. This is where I parked, and that's where I'm going. It's another mile or so. So I get on a tram, and it's like, but everyone on the tram was trying to help me, So like, I'll walk with you. I'll show you where it is. I'll walk with you.
Paul and I on a Saturday morning a couple of years ago, we just said we're in West Hollywood. We go, fuck it. We have nothing to do. Let's start driving to Disneyland.
Whoa.
So we didn't, so we went in there and they go, well, the park is full. Disneyland's full on a fucking set. But if you buy a ticket for California Adventureland, you can then go into Disneyland. So it was like $1,300 each. We stayed for 90 minutes.
God dang.
We did Pirates of the Caribbean.
Any rides, or you did something good?
We did one ride and then we just walked around. Just still love it though.
It's all right. Spend the money. I don't want to sound racist, but I do think a lot of ants look the same. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell them apart. They're like little.
That is racist.
Okay.
But
I take it back.
Up here on the farm, which I find kind of creepy science fiction-y, we can get ant infestations.
Do you have fire ants? The red ones?
Well, they're probably around too. We got all kinds of ants. But what you do is you have this thing and it's dipped in cotton and they eat it and they try to bring it back to the queen.
Oh,
so
no.
You're seeing thousands of ants, but somewhere there's a queen, the size of a NBA basketball.
Bring me cotton balls.
Yeah.
But
so they bring it as a
shit
sacrifice and then the queen gets poisoned. And then the ants all die. They have nowhere to go if they have no queen. So you kill the queen, kill the hive.
That's where ants are dumb because when the queen dies, they go, what do we do?
Or the soldier ants, complain a lot. Why am I a soldier ant? All I do is bust my ass all day. Get in formation, soldier
They better
ant.
not get unionized. That's the end of it.
But I would say there's probably more stuff just on Earth that's weirder than anything we could find in outer space. So
how about this? At the core of the Earth, the magma level, is that what it's called? It's, 6,000 degrees. Why is the bottom of the ocean so cold? Go ahead, Dana.
Well, I don't know, but I like those shows that 25 miles beneath the surface of the ocean live the Marnu ocnoids. These measure 1 millimeter wide and temperatures below 300 degrees Fahrenheit they thrive in this dark,
They
frozen wasteland.
Fine with it.
Here's
And
an arc nod now. Let's put a flashlight on.
They've never seen a fucking flashlight. Let's scare the shit out of them. They're like,
Here's an arc nod being
arc
born.
nod.
Here's the rest of the arc nod's life. Here it is passing away.
That's
They
the whole
don't do
thing.
much. Like, what is the point?
They go like this, and then the light goes on them. They go, and then they go back to their life.
When they're first born, they're really surprised by how fucking freezing it.
They're like, I can't wait till summer. They're like, I got some bad news. There's no summer.
But I don't know. Look at the sorry
The
sky.
bottom of the ocean is nuts.
And I don't know why, if it's molten hot, it doesn't warm up down there.
Thank you. Okay.
Can we get some scientists on?
We should get somebody interesting on for once instead of you.
So
No
we answer
offense.
our questions. No, I know I'm not interesting.
I
but
go
I'm
to the
nice.
scientist. Hey, can you answer my question about the ant farm?
Hey, look at this. Do I have a hive?
All right, one more, and then Dana, I've got to get out of here.
You're going on the road, right?
I don't know.
Parents leave 10-year-old alone at airport over expired passport and board flight for vacation. Either I don't understand that can't be true. Roll the tape.
The parents
Nobody
told
leaves.
authorities a relative would come collect the child. That means they're in another country. No one says that here. They'll collect the child. Authorities remove the couple
I
from the
see.
plane.
We're gonna fly now, Tammy. Just stay here, and Uncle Knock will come by.
Yeah, here's a couple numbers I scribbled down. Try them from the payphone, and I'm sure you'll connect with them. And
You know who's gonna pick her up?
Huh.
Seriously,
Huh.
Macaulay Culkin.
I'm walking. I'm talking. Macaulay
Home
Culkin.
Alone, remember?
Right, but would he be helping her come to the house to wait for both their parents?
I don't know. I think he just make sure she was okay at the
I
airport.
don't know if you've thought this out.
Or Kiernan Culkin. One of the Culkin boys would take. I like those guys. Kiernan. I knew him
Kieran.
when he was 8 years old. We hung out a lot, me and the Culkin boys at SNL.
You did
They're
not.
nice
when
kids.
he hosted?
Yeah. And their dad was a familiar territory.
What was his
put it
name?
that way. Dickwad Jones? No, I don't know.
Oh, it did remind you of your dad?
Yeah, a little bit of a hurting cowboy.
Yeah.
A little
Remember
bit.
when Macaulay Culkin was, sorry to interrupt your
No,
pain. Go ahead.
No, that was fine. That was a good little joke.
Okay, so Macaulay's lost. We lose him on SNL. And then everyone's like, where is he? Where is he? And then you see Lauren in an acting debut
Yeah.
running down the hall going like this, Macaulay.
I know.
Where's Macaulay? And I'm
I
like,
remember
Lauren,
that.
one more with energy. Do it right. I think you're joking. You need to go, Macaulay.
No, and then I remember he hugged the Macaulay, and then he patted his back. I'm like really like sort of overwhelmed right now. You could see how emotional I am. Cut, Lauren. That's not your line. I know, but I wanted.
Macaulay, do you understand why we're going to pay you in Mike and Ike's? Not money. Kit
But I
Culkin.
give Lauren credit that he created this comic persona around himself of the unflappable erudite guy. He did a really funny thing when Martin Short was hosting and he's running around singing, I haven't died, doing Martin Short stuff, hysterical. And he comes around and he sees Jimmy Fallon and then they kind of do a fake kiss or something, like he's so excited. And then he kind of turns to Lauren like that. And the way Lauren just went, the way he just turned away with no.
Was that on the 50th?
No, that was on just Martin Short's.
Was Lauren just saying like it was too big and broad for him?
Yeah, he just went like this. Just,
I don't know.
no one's going to touch me, basically. But it was such a perfect move.
He was going to kiss him next.
Yeah. So he has a very funny.
I'm not in this bit. Sometimes you write Lauren in a bit, And then they go, yeah, Lauren's not in it anymore. I go, why not? They go, he's not in it.
Yeah, what happened? Was I at the meeting?
You make him look stupid or something, and he goes, I won't be doing that.
Well, I think he knows who the character of Lorne Michaels is on the show.
It's not what it's not what
I'm
Lauren
going to
would
be
do.
unflappable. I'm going to be low key. I'm going to be erudite. And it's that thing of like being unflappable in a place that's very flappable. You're the unflappable one.
Dude, I just yawned. I can't wait to hear it. I'll keep going. I just yawned, and people go in the comments, why'd you yawn? Are you tired? I'm like, I guess. Okay.
I'll be there in a minute, honey. I'm just putting comments on Fly on the Wall. I'll be there in a little bit, okay?
I gotta log in.
Hey, Dana, do you own anything else besides a jean jacket and a black t-shirt?
And then he goes, send. Honey, let me just wait for a couple thumbs up.
Honey, I'll be right back. I'm just leaving comments for now. David Spade. Hey, Spade, did you sleep on your face again?
Yeah. Hey, Spade, you're really walking through this one. Send.
You're Christopher Walken.
Comments to get people to
rage bait bots. They have bots that rage bait.
What does that mean?
I like the girl that rage baits and tells guys on dates, how come you weren't an athlete in high school? Did you ever want to be? And they're like, I fucking was, dude. It's so funny. You just say things to guys and it immediately makes them mad.
Makes them defensive.
Yeah, I'll do it next week. Ooh, cliffhanger. All right, Dana. It was nice to hear about your wedding. I'm glad you had a nice time.
Went to the wedding, did the thing, all the events. Glad to be back here.
Your Levi jacket is okay, safe.
I don't know why. I mean, if people comment, I'm just like, you know, in the early days, we're switching shirts. Oh, it's this day, and you get another. You put a hat on, and then I just said, I'll just be like Superman wears the same thing when he's Superman.
That's true.
Yeah,
Fantastic Four do too.
I'm not saying I'm Superman, but you know what I mean. I have a uniform.
I like in Fantastic Four when the Thing is trying to hit on a girl, and he goes, "You've got me really bricked up."
That's funny. I haven't seen that yet, but that's a funny line.
It goes like this.
You got me
Just
bricked
very
up.
quietly, subtly going gross. You're pointing at Superman.
I know.
Because
I
prove your
mentioned
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dressed in the same thing. His shoulders are unusually big, it looks like from here.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, you're talking about Superman?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got that wrong. Oh.
Did you have your shoulders removed?
I'll tell you what. Shoulders, you want to shrink down. I'm fighting back with push-ups, man, but it's hard. Yeah, shoulders want to get
strong.
tiny.
You're wired.
Well, is 30 push-ups strong? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I've done 30 since high school. All right, I'm going to go.
All right, do your thing.
Stay on, though, Dana, because I want to talk to you about
I really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed it.
Next time, let's do it at my house. We had a lot of fun. I got lemonade. Okay.
I'll come down anytime.
Bye, guys. Oh. Hey, guys, if you're loving this podcast, which you are, be sure to click follow on your favorite podcast app. Give us a review, 5-star rating, and maybe even share an episode that you've loved with a friend.
If you're watching this episode on YouTube, please subscribe. We're on video now.
Fly on the Wall is presented by Odyssey and executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Heather Santoro and Greg Holtzman, Maddie Sprung-Kaiser, and Leah Reese-Dennis of Odyssey.
Our senior producer is Greg Holtzman, and the show is produced and edited by Phil Sweettech.
Booking by Cultivated Entertainment.
Special thanks to Patrick Fogarty, Evan Cox, Maura Curran, Melissa Wester, Hillary Schuff, Eric Donnelly, Colin Gaynor, Sean Cherry, Kurt Courtney, and Lauren Vieira.
Reach out with us any questions to be asked and answered on the show. You can email us at flyonthewall@odyssey.com. That's AUDACY.com.